Touchdown, Louisiana. Now one of the great performers in the country from Georgia, Corey Fritzinger.
Watch her confidence. Just look at it in her face, her body language, everything. She's confident.
Coach says she's got some new elements in her floor routine this year.
Well, she opened with a big triple twist, so good for her. She definitely has a watch me look.
Corey Fritzinger.
To be great, you got to grab their attention. You got to keep it. Very powerful tumbler. Good technique. She's just a very well-trained gymnast. Good form throughout.
9.925 for Corey. The Alabama Crimson Tide, three-time national champion, and this is a team that you always have to reckon with for the national championship. Alabama on a bye, and we are coming back to the O'Connell Center, the Super 6 Challenge. We're through 2 rotations. Rotation number 3 is coming up next. Chris Marlowe and Kathy Johnson-Clark. We're through 2 rotations. Penn State and LSU, they have not had their bye yet, so the scores skewed a bit. Penn State and LSU, UCLA and Georgia with 2 strong rotations, Alabama and Florida. So in rotation number 3, Georgia will be on vault, UCLA on bars, Florida on beam, and Alabama on floor.
This is Kinsey Rowe coming off a torn ACL, was out completely all last season. Has come back very, very strong. It's going to be huge for Georgia. Coach Suzanne Yocklin says they desperately need her strong in the all-around. You can hear Suzanne saying the landing, that was the only thing. Nice layout full. They got to get those landings. This is a very big event for Georgia. Good vaulting team and a chance to really get some high scores.
Penn State, one of the teams on a bye this time around. National champions way back, 78 and 80. 14 NCAA appearances. They've had some troubles with depth this year. They got a lot of injuries.
That's a big thing in collegiate gymnastics. It's balancing, training really hard, trying to upgrade difficulty and keep them healthy through a long season where they compete a lot.
You look at the LSU Fighting Tigers, as we mentioned a little bit earlier. Dee Dee Breaux thinks that she may have her best team in terms of talent ever.
All they need is some experience in competition so they can get more consistency.
UCLA coaches Valerie Condos-Field and Milo Johnson talking to their junior star, Donnie Thompson. Thompson is up next on the uneven bars, and this is her best event.
Great story. She was an elite gymnast, was a very promising young gymnast who retired early in some people's mind, but she was done. She had had enough. 5 years later, she comes back to the sport. UCLA signs her, and she has never been happier. It's the first time I haven't seen this huge, bright smile on her face. She's concentrating, getting ready to mount the uneven bars.
This is her best event.
She has proven to be one of their most consistent gymnasts throughout. And this is a very, very good event for her. Big swing. Nice tight form. One of UCLA's trademarks. They really push hard to do clean gymnastics as well as a high-level difficulty. Boy, that was big. Way up high in the air. Very, very nice routine. UCLA so far had some good scores on the uneven bars. Not quite as high as they scored on vault. Even in slow motion, you can look for good toe point, good body line. Judges are really looking for that handstand position. Nice height on the dismount there.
Unfortunately, because of bad ankle, she won't do all-around anymore, and she's probably happy that she doesn't have to do all-around, but she is still very, very good on certain events. Florida is on beam, and this is Kara Waterhouse, a 5'4" sophomore from Duluth, Minnesota.
Part of Florida's 1-2 punch. They have two very strong all-arounders. Competed in every single competition last year in the all-around, as did Hillary Thompson. Very nicely done. Two layout step out, back to back. Balance check there. Always hope the judges can't quite see them. Called the art of the cover-up. You try and cover with arm movement any slight mistake.
Her coach, Judy Markell, says she's the most consistent beam worker I've had in 30 years.
You can tell there's no hesitation.
Yep.
Everything is very fluid. Boy, tall looks good on beam, doesn't it? Oh, barely pulled that double tuck around. That's something that will get stronger as the season goes.
Florida coach Judy Markell likes it. Remember, they count 5 of the 6 scores. Now let's go back to the floor.
Florida had one fall, so they really want to drop that score.
This is Kristen Sterner, a junior from Ionia, Michigan. Good performer, 7 All-America honors in her career. Good all-around athlete.
Speaking to Sarah Patterson, as she said, their strategy this year is start out slow with everyone and build. So the team you see here, she says, will not be the same team at Nationals. They're going to be stronger and better. She comes up with a strong performance. She is so steady for this team.
Of course, the 2002 NCAA championships will be held at Alabama April 18th through the 20th, so that should give the Crimson Tide a big lift.
It's all in their plan. They're building to that moment. With Andre Pickens' injury and some of the others' injuries, they're letting others get experience. and they'll hopefully have more depth. Yeah, she has been such a great part of this team. Second-team All-American on this event last year. Good difficulty at the end of the routine.
Sterner, 9.95. Outstanding. Kara Waterhouse, let's update her score. Her bream score 9.775.